Want to see the best submissions? Want to see exciting submissions? Want to see historic submissions? Let's go!
Here you go. Johnny. There you go, there you go! That was it!
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu isn't complete without the art of submissions, an ever-evolving tapestry interwoven with moments of brilliance, skill, and triumph. From armbars and triangles,
Nice work.
to chokes and leg locks.
There it is! Gordon Ryan!
Each technique represents a unique chapter in the evolution of BJJ. But amidst the ocean of submissions, 10 submissions have stood the test of time. These submissions are not just about the flashiness or the accolades, but rather the monumental story they have, either through the buildup to the fight, the manner of its execution, or its mark in the athletes' lives and the BJJ community. Starting in 10th position is the unconscious choke of Royce Gracie. The greatest rivalry in Jiu Jitsu was between Waleed Ismail and the Gracie family. After defeating two of the Gracies in 1998, Ismail challenged UFC Hall of Famer Royce Gracie. Accepting the challenge, Royce set the conditions for the fight to be no points and no time limit, only submission victory. Ismail started aggressively, and later in the fight, he tried passing the guard of Royce, who in turn turned into a turtle, giving up his back in the process.
Puta, essa foi a hora que eu passei pro outro lado.
Ismail kept the pressure on and perfectly executed a rare clock choke.
Vai dormir, cara, que loucura.
In just 4 minutes and 53 seconds of the fight, Gracie was left unconscious. The shocking submission cemented Ismail's name in jiu-jitsu history, and despite talks of a rematch, the Gracie camp withdrew their proposal. Number 9 is the fastest submission in IBJJF history. 2019 marked a historical moment for Mikey Musumeci. He achieved the fastest submission in IBJJF history. At the World Championships, he faced Rodney Barbosa in the finals, executing a straight ankle lock just 12 seconds into the match. With lightning speed and precision, Musumeci's seamless technique left his opponent with no choice but to tap. His victory earned him a gold medal and made him a 3-time champion. Number 8. Best submission in the famous Roleta inverted guard. In 1996, the first IBJJF World Championship saw an epic clash between Roberto Roleta Magalhães and the undefeated Waleed Ismail. Roleta, armed with his new technique, the inverted guard, showcased it for the first time. The match saw Waleed take control initially, but Roleta's agility and inverted guard helped him evade trouble. Roleta attempted a triangle choke twice, but failed. Undeterred, he capitalized on an opening, securing a rear naked choke to submit Waleed and claim victory. Number 7 on the list is Cyborg's upset armbar. In 2006, at the IBJJF World Championship, a little-known grappler named Roberto Cyborg Abreu faced the formidable Braulio Estima in the absolute weight division. Roberto started with a big domination of Braulio, but Cyborg turned the tide with a trademark tornado sweep, catching Estima off guard. He secured an armbar, causing Estima to tap out in disbelief. This monumental submission victory catapulted Cyborg to fame. Number 6, historical submission was Ffion Davies' rear naked choke comeback. In the 2019 IBJJF World Championship, Ffion Davies, the pressure passer, faced open guard expert Nathalie Ribeiro. Ribeiro attempted a triangle choke early, but Ffion survived for 5 minutes. Escaping, Ffion transitioned aggressively, choking Abreu in just 1 minute after escaping the triangle choke. This quarterfinal clash marked an unforgettable comeback submission victory in BJJ history. Staying at the top 5 is Nicholas Meregali's IBJJF collar choke submission. IBJJF World Final 2019 saw Nicholas Meregali and Felipe Andrew fight for gold to showcase who was the best submission specialist. The match featured impressive takedowns, transitions, and submission attempts. Meregali started with a single leg takedown, but Andrew countered, leading to a back-and-forth exchange of takedowns. Meregali then applied De La Hiva, transitioning Andrew to the turtle position, where he secured a collar choke for victory. The IBJJF heavyweight final was a strong contender for the match of the year, as it was a close fight until the submission. Number 4. Lucas Lepri's iconic flying knee. In the 2015 ADCC Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Championships, Lucas Lepri and Davy Ramos faced off in a highly anticipated bout. Lepri, a multiple-time world and no-gi champion, was favored to win against the tough and skilled Ramos. Unexpectedly, in under 3 minutes, Ramos surprised everyone with a lightning-fast flying armbar, forcing Lepri to tap out. Third best submission happened between Gracie versus Ronaldo Jacare III. This was one of the legendary rivalries in BJJ, and there's no better way to show who's boss than by submitting the other. After defeating each other by points in their 2 previous matches, Hajar and Ronaldo needed a commanding win in the third fight. It started with both fighting fiercely for control, exchanging guillotine attempts, and landing in guard. Jacare showcased a stunning takedown, but Hajar retaliated later in the round, securing Jacare's back. With expert precision, Hajar executed a standing rear naked choke, forcing Jacare to submit. Second best submission is Eddie Bravo's triangle, Royler Gracie. In the historic ADCC 2003 match in Sao Paulo, Brazil, brown belt Eddie Bravo faced off against black belt Royler Gracie. The early moments of the match saw Royler press the attack with his aggressive knee cut attempts, trying to pass Eddie's guard. However, a crucial moment saw Eddie secure an overhook from his jailbreak recovery, seizing wrist control over Royler's right hand.
Finally what I wanted.
This tactical move allowed him to transition into the triangle position and ultimately lock in the choke.
His head down and he tapped.
Sitting at number 1 is no other than the monumental submission of Gordon Ryan against Andre Galvao. In the historic ADCC 2022 super fight, BJJ legends Gordon Ryan and Andre Galvao collided, settling a long-standing rivalry. Ryan dominated the match, scoring a 12-0 lead and relentlessly pursuing Galvao's neck. With precision, he executed a rear naked choke, forcing Galvao to tap out.
Anaconda, and he gets the submission. Gordon Ryan.
This defining moment marked Ryan as the new champion, solidifying his status as a rising star in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Submitting the legendary Andre Galvao not only cemented Gordon Ryan's GOAT status, but also signified the birth of a new era in the sport.